The killer whale, also known as the orca, is a large oceanic dolphin. It is the largest dolphin by far, reaching over 30 feet 9 meters in length. Their size, pods, hunting habits, and intelligence make the orca the alpha predator of the entire ocean. Period. They eat fish, squid, seabirds, including penguins, and often other marine mammals, particularly seals and sea lions. They will feed on other whales though, and have been observed killing juvenile blue whales on occasion. Killer whales hunt in pods of up to 40 individuals, forming dynamic social structures. These structures vary in purpose and permanence though. Long-lasting resident pods tend to feed on fish and other small marine life, while the transient pods tend to focus on hunting marine mammals. Orcas, being as intelligent as they are, make them extremely effective cooperative hunters. One interesting hunting technique in the orca's repertoire is their knowledge of certain cartilaginous fish's susceptibility to tonic immobility. They can force some sharks to swim upside down, which causes physiological issues with the shark and resulting in a growing paralysis, which then often leads to death. Which is quite a useful trick if you can manage it without the shark attacking you. So it's a pretty effective hunting technique. Killer whales will eat basically anything in the water though. They are very flexible in their hunting technique and smart enough that they'll take anything. Transient orca populations have been observed eating swimming deer and moose even. They seldom attack humans though, if ever. There have been no observed killing of people by orcas in the wild, and the few times that it's happened in captivity, it's usually been an accident where the orca is playing with a person and goes a little too far. Resident orcas have never been observed hunting porpoises or seals and will often play with them. However, they can often harass or aggressively play with, if you will, these animals to the point of killing them. Resident populations are typically matriarchal groupings consisting of a matriarch and her descendants. Given that orcas can live up to 90 years of age, these familial pods can then grow quite large. These matriarchal groupings, or matrilines, will then join together into larger conglomerates, the traditional quote-unquote pod. Each pod then is a grouping of families, often very closely related, that cooperate in hunting. The social level above pods are clans, a collection of interrelated pods with observed similar linguistic vocal patterns. And further above them are communities, clans that regularly commingle but do not share vocal patterns. In essence, they're speaking different languages, but they're in the same area and will cooperate on occasion. So as you can see, the social structure isn't too dissimilar from our own, or other complex animal, quote-unquote, societies. Transient pods, meanwhile, are typically smaller matrilines that move about and aggregate together fluidly during hunting events. They don't form a sort of permanent structure as we have with the resident populations. The dichotomy between resident orcapods and transient orcapods could, if we allow a bit of personification for a second, be compared to the difference between a permanent human encampment and the notion of a human hunter-gatherer wandering group. So yeah, orcas, they're pretty smart, which is pretty cool. Does give them the potential to be quite assholes though, but that's true of people too. You can't be a sociopath unless you have the potential to be social in the first place. Just how it goes.